Colombia's wealth is in her minerals and farm products. There is much oil, and gold and platinum are found in large quantities together. Emeralds are still mined in commercial amounts. Bananas are the second most important crop. Cattle and their hides are important. And rubber, now raised in small quantities, may become vastly more important in the future. And of course there is coffee, the principal export crop of the country, as well as numerous products raised only for home consumption.
The US has 2 battleships. He's not smart enough to use destroyers, so in 2 minutes he's going to run into my subs. They are put on aggressive fire settings, but I am static. He is moving, meaning he is going to surprise attack me. I'm gonna defend. That's what's going to happen. He messaged me asking for right of way because he wanted to send ships through the Panama Channel, but that is not going to happen, mate. That ship is going down. That's what's going to happen. 1 battleship running into a submarine, a level 3. That should be over pretty fast. And there we go, in combat. Lost half of his hit points. And my sub, where's my sub? Ah, and there's a second battleship coming. Always fun, I guess. I'm gonna send in a bit more cavalry. It looks like that's the logical straight line for him to take. So I should put on this dot a little bit more subs. There we go. But he only has 2 battleships, so that's good. And if you now go to the newspaper, then you will see perfidious act of war without warning. The unexpected soldiers of BM Fox were attacked. See, this is one of my favorite tricks. Very good for popularity. You want to attack a player? Well, you just do it like that, man. You let him attack you unwillingly. My sub, however, took barely damage. 3.2 hit points have I lost. And now I should make my sub move a bit. This way, the battleships are not going to be able to merge. Perfect.
The next day.
7 naval units are actually coming. So he has made more ships today before I had the whole reveal. So I'm gonna send in my 10 subs here from the Panama Channel. 10 subs are going to deal with this rather fast. Because here, however, he does have 2 destroyers, 4 cruisers. Cruisers are only level 1 and his destroyers level 2. My subs are level 3, so that's good. But he is going to arrive before I can reinforce with my subs. I need 7 minutes, 20 seconds, and he's going to arrive in only 4 minutes. So I think he's going to be able to get away. Actually, I shouldn't sacrifice these subs because they're gonna die. I can just follow him wherever he goes. Subs are gonna be way better to deal with those.
A few moments later.
My sub still has a lot of health, whereas his battleship is almost gone now.
A few hours later.
I have ambushed those battleships. They were gone in the blink of an eye. Didn't even have the time to record it. 10 subs. While getting fired upon by 10 railroad guns with 10 naval bombers overhead. That was over very fast. Now I don't need my railroad guns anymore, so we're gonna move them. With 3 artillery stacks marching like that, the AI is gonna be gone very, very, very fast. And then I'm gonna be able to fall upon Mexico. South USA and North Mexico may be together in a coalition, but like most coalitions, they don't work together. They only want to save their own skin. So he's gonna try to defend his own territory, and that's it. He's not moving into the territory of North Mexico. But then again, most players, they are used to playing by themselves. They never really have played together in an alliance as teammates. That's why I'm never afraid of coalitions, because if you attack one, the others, usually they're not going to do a thing. It rarely happens that coalitions work really well together.
A few hours later.
I'm moving very fast through North Mexico. It's mainly empty. There are a couple of units, but they're mostly here in this, I don't know what this region here is called. So soon I'm gonna make contact with North Mexico. And I think that I know why South USA is actually making no attempt to help North Mexico. And it is because he must be inactive. And it's a pity, because if he would be smart enough to work together with British Columbia, he could do some real damage. But his coalition is only Kansas and North Mexico. They've been fighting the Canadians for a long time now, which was pretty stupid because the Canadians, they were all next to each other over here with New England, Quebec, who is now inactive. Of course he's inactive, he was not able to expand. He's now being taken over by Saskatchewan. So the Canadians and the Americans have been in a war throughout the game. They need to make peace and fight me and nationalist China, man. They are divided. And as Julius Caesar said, divide and conquer, right? Arkhangelsk was very busy this weekend, and so he is in trouble, as you can see. He lost a lot of ground. He's gonna be able to push back Syria, he says. However, his planes, all his interceptors, 12 of them have been locked in convoy. Only 5 are left. I keep repeating it, guys. Keep your freaking planes on patrol. It's pretty basic, man. At least Syria is doing this. You go offline, you put your plane safely behind your lines, you put them in patrol, freaking always. And now, of course, that Arkhangelsk has no longer his interceptors. He cannot defend himself against the strategical bombers. So industry production facilities will get taken out. He has railroad guns, but they are dangerously close to the stack over here. It ain't looking good for Arkhangelsk, man. Honestly, having a busy weekend during a speed game can be really tough, man, because he's getting attacked by Syria. Lucky for him, he hasn't been attacked yet by Libya, but I guess that this will happen sooner than later. And it's too bad, because Arkhangelsk is a very good player. He played Siberia in the 2000 subscribers game, which was on the Pacific Theater map, and in the 1500 subscribers game that you might remember from those 65 railroad guns, he was playing Indochina, if I remember correctly. For the rest, we are doing very well, so the small setback of Arkhangelsk will not stop us.
The next day.
To return the gesture, Arkhangelsk has been able to lock the plains of Syria in combat. So it's an eye for an eye, that's pretty good. Syria is not very active because what is happening over here? He's just marching with his railroad guns, and all this time he was being chased by the railroad guns of Arkhangelsk, and so lost a lot in health, as you can see. I think he just came online now because he has split off his anti-air to save his railroad gun or to be faster, I don't know, because now the railroad gun is locked in battle with one armored car, however. So an armored car versus heavy armor is not that good, and it's very low on health as well, so it's not going to work, I guess. He's trying to do as much damage as possible, Syria, I guess, but over here Syria has 2 SP artillery, but they are not protected. He's rushing with 3 armored cars. I mean, or you need to be extremely active, shoot and scoot, or you need to have a meat shield for your artillery, man, because those SP artillery, they're gonna go down. It's good. Arkhangelsk is online now. He had a busy weekend, so he will be able now to defend himself. We've got also East Yakutia, who's finishing up AI and who's sending units in support to Europe. And we've got Tibet, who will flank Syria, so it's gonna go down fast now. We also have a reveal I see on Libya. Libya is making some weird-ass movements. Oh, Ethiopia and Libya are at war now, it seems, no? Check this. Are you for real? Are those 2 guys in war with each other? Because the logical thing to do would be for Libya, Algeria, Syria, and Angola to play together, man. Let's see what is happening. At war with? At war with Libya. Damn! That's unexpected. High-level player as well. Freedom Knights. I don't know the alliance, but decent stats. Wins almost half of his games. So yeah, good player. Too bad I had to crush all the nopes and that I wasn't able to clash with a worthy player like him. Let's check also the stats of Libya. But yeah, he's much more junior, inexperienced, average stats. Not bad for a beginner, but average nonetheless. I am crushing it here. And North Mexico is finally moving his units, I see. That's a little too late, but okay. Yeah, leave the city. That's very gentle of you. Now I can take it. Thank you very much. If he wants to fight back, he's gonna have to do better. The destroyer is also pulling out. And what I've done is I've protected my air bases with militia that I've made, especially for this purpose, or with armored cars. I should move them ahead. There we go. Also the militia from over here, we're gonna move them to the next airstrip. And the militia over here, we're gonna move them as well. Go guys, go. As I have a small range, I'm building air bases as I go, as soon as I capture a province. And this air base here is built. I'm gonna land one of the stacks and I'm gonna keep the other stack patrolling on top of it in case I get attacked. Perfect, looking good. We also have now a reveal on Kansas. Also Kansas seems inactive. He's just protecting his territory just like South USA is also doing. North Mexico is moving his units, but it's a little too late for that. Now it's just the question, what is British Columbia going to do? But I guess we're gonna discover soon, right? I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications. I want to say a warm thank you to my members and elite members for supporting this channel.